Welcome to Morning Market Call. I'm your host, Doug Mumford, and with me this morning is second-year MBA student Matthew Harrison. Welcome, Matthew.
Thank you.
So this week we've been talking about case competitions and BYU students' involvement in them and their experiences. Today, Matthew's actually going to talk to us about a project he's trying to put together to create BYU's own internal case competition. So Matthew, first of all, I'd like to ask you, what's been your experience as an MBA student with case competitions so far?
Well, so I've been on two different case competitions. I was on the Human Capital case competition last fall, and then I just recently got back from the Racing case competition.
So you've done two, and what's the motivation here for thinking that BYU needs to do an internal case competition?
Yeah, you know, I've thought about that a lot, and I think that as I went to these two competitions and realized, you know, the amount I learned, the challenges that I faced and we had to overcome, and just interacting with the team for that period of stress to really make something happen, I found it to be immensely rewarding. And so really when I sat back and looked as VP of Academic Affairs, what could I do? One thing I really wanted to do was put on an internal case competition to give more students that opportunity to really come together as a team, put something together, present. And also I'm hoping that a number of students will come together, do it with some teams, and hopefully be better for next year's competitions.
Right, so it sounds like it would be something that would help students as they're going out to case competitions next year, having had this experience, they might be more prepared.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a number of the competitions that we go to, the teams from other schools had to compete to be able to go to those. Mm-hmm. So they have a lot more experience than we do in having these competitions. So I feel like this is one way that we can not only get a number of people involved and get them to have the experience, but also help practice for future competitions.
Right. So you think that maybe was one of the disadvantages that we had going into these competitions is we just hadn't had enough experience, and the other teams were a little bit more prepared that way.
Yeah, definitely. The first one I went to, the Human Capital, there was 3 second years, 3 first years. The second years we hadn't done one before, and we really didn't have a clue what was going on. We kind of got destroyed. Mm-hmm. So I really think that just doing one makes a huge difference, and so hopefully to give this another opportunity for people to do that.
Well, that's great. And tell me a little bit about the type of competition you're proposing to put together for BYU here.
Yeah, so we've thought a lot about like what's the right format, and we've decided to go with a 24-hour competition. So we're going to put this on March 26th. On March 25th at 9 o'clock, the teams will get their case. They'll have 24 hours to prepare. The presentation will be due at 9. And then on the 26th, we'll have presentations followed by a head-to-head competition between the top 2 teams right before the Marriott School's fast break. So we'll probably start the head-to-head about 4:30. And then at 6 o'clock, everyone can go to the fast break, have free food and fun and games to kind of lead up to that event.
Right. And what kind of area is this case kind of competition going to be dealing with? Finance, marketing, human capital?
Yeah, great question. So as we thought about what's the best one to get the most people involved, really we'd like to have everyone from all different tracks, and hopefully people put teams together with finance people, marketing, you know, OBHR, whatever, come together with a lot of different skill sets. And so we're going to look for a strategy case that will require skills from all different areas.
So it's kind of a general case.
Yeah.
And if students are interested in participating in the competition, how will they learn more about it?
So there'll be a lot of publicity going on here in the next little bit. We're getting a website set up with people that have done case competitions, and we'll put a newsletter and have a website people can sign up. So the first thing would be to sign up for a team. We'd love to have a lot of people participate on these competitions. We have some great prize money for it. And then second, I'm going to need a lot of help. So if you can help me come put this on, I'd really love to talk to you.
So contact Matt Harrison if you want to help with actually planning and executing on the competition. And my last question for you, Matt, is do you see BYU in the future hosting a multi-school competition like other schools are doing?
That's what I would hope. That's my vision. I mean, the idea is maybe we can do this once and learn, do it again next year and learn more, and do it a few years to really get the logistics and how to put a case competition on, and then eventually start inviting schools. And I think that could be a really key event for BYU.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for stepping it up and giving back. For Morning Market Call, I'm Doug Mumford, and my guest today has been Matthew Harrison. Thanks, Matthew.
Thank you.
Morning Market Call is a production of the Marriott School of Management at Brigham Young University and is made possible by generous donations from Larry Kashjan and Gary Williams. This webcast was produced by Greg Lee, Tim Hart, Julie Kellett, and Jonathan Marucci.